All right, good morning. Welcome to your Friday morning power pump. I am Angie. Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you. We're gonna jump right into this warm up. Then we will hit that full body strength. We'll kind of ease into it as we go. So first, I just want you to kind of have a little bit more narrow of a stance. We're gonna get right into our squats and just sitting back and up. Good. I hope you guys have had a good week. Start the weekend off right here. All right, we're going to circle those arms. So I want you to imagine you're kind of scooping up something big, circle back, forward. Good. And you don't have to rush this. Try to make it nice and big. We've got plenty of room to take up space. 3, 2, and 1. Good. I want you to pull down, reach up. We're going to add some little side squats with this. So on this next one, as you pull down, step to the side, thinking of taking those elbows kind of to the knees. Good. Okay, maybe take that squat a little wider, starting to open the hips up. One more each way. Good. Come center. Now from here, I just want you to swim those arms forward. We're just going to reverse those circles we took. One last one, and let those arms just kind of shake out. We're going to take the arms out wide. We'll just swing that leg across. Give me a little step. Stay on that side. Just loosening up through the hips. All right, let's take it the other way. Get your balance first. It's like you're kicking a ball away from you. 3, 2, give me one more. 1, good. Okay, we're gonna get into our hinge. So feet about shoulder width apart. And I want you to start with that bend in your knee, but we're kind of imagining someone almost hits us at the hip. We hinge forward, chest parallel to the ground, squeeze the glutes to come up tall. Good, so keep those shoulders down and back, away from the ears, not rounding towards the floor. If you're ready, I want you to take hands behind the head. Try and fold and come up. Good morning. Good, push those elbows back so that we start to really engage through the upper back. Give me 2 more. 1, good, and 2. From here, keep those hands up, and I just want you to give me side bend. Come up tall, go the other way. Good. Right at the end of our workout, we're really gonna fire into these obliques on the sides of the abs. This is a good way to start before adding any kind of weight. That's where it's really getting dizzy. 1 more each side. Good. All right. Shake it out. I want you to just kind of loosen up here. Rotate the chest side to side. Come up on that back toe. Turn the hips all the way. All right, coming center. Give me that hamstring curl. Reach forward. Pull those elbows back. We're almost through. 4, 3, 2. We're taking this into a march now. Forward. And I want you to kind of get into it. We're right at the end of our warm-up. So you can really reach up, pull down. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay. If you need a drink, grab that right up front. Otherwise, I want you to grab the weight that you typically would do your bicep curl with. Now, we are going to stay in these segments for a bit longer, kind of working that muscle group right out. So if you need to drop a set, don't feel bad about that. As we do this, I want you to hold, the elbows are at your side, wrist right at the elbows. So we have this 90-degree hold. We're going to start with just the upper half on your right arm. Left arm's going to stay in that hold. So we just go halfway up or all the way up, halfway down. Good, and we're doing this for 7. So 5 more. Try and stay at my tempo, good. We've got 3, 2, 1, right into that other side. So all the way up, halfway down. 6, good. 4 is tight. All right, hold here. Now we go bottom half, so back to that first arm. All the way down, halfway up. Good. 5, 6, 7, other side. I know it's starting to might be getting a little shaky. That's a good sign. Last one. Okay, I want you to hold right here. I know we're almost through. Open and close. Give me 2 more. Open, close, last one. Good, bring it down, shake out. We're gonna finish out both arms up and down for 7, okay? So just kind of give that little shake. I want you to get your feet set, core tight, small bend in the knees. Here we go, we're finishing this out. Up and down. Good. 6, 5, beautiful. 4, 3, 2, last one, all the way up, all the way down. Excellent job. Okay, here's where I want you to switch to that light weight. Our next move, we're gonna go into a lateral raise, but you're gonna be holding one side. So both arms come up. We go down and up on one side for 7, just like we did. Then we come and do down and up on the other side for 7, okay? Now, you always have the option if you're gonna drop a weight, that even on that hold, I can just go body weight and just hold that shoulder out, put a weight in my moving arm if necessary, especially if you start to fatigue. Okay, I know at home we don't always have a whole lot of weight options. So here we go, deep breath, shoulders down. We don't want them to come up at our ears. Okay, lift up, drop that one arm, down and up. Whichever side goes first, that's okay. We're staying there for 7. 5, 6, hold other side, good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost there. 7, bring them down. And shake out, roll the neck if you start to feel tension there. All right, we gotta hit both together for 7. There's no in and out here, no sliding across. Now, as you do this, I want you to just slight hinge at the hip so that you're not coming behind the back. Really keep those arms just slightly in front of the body. Here we go, up, down. Now, you always have the option, both with this and the first way we did it, that you can put that bend in the elbow and keep those weights closer to the body to make it a little bit easier. 2 more. Good, shake out. All right, hitting the lower body here, okay? So you may want to go back to those heavier weights. I'm gonna show you without weights what it's gonna look like. We're gonna start in a lunge, so we step back, drop that knee under the hip into a lunge. As you step center, I want you to try and keep the weight all in that front stabilizing leg, so it's more of a single leg squat. This leg's here just to stabilize. So it comes back, comes center, stay on that toe if you can. Now if that's too wobbly, or just feels uncomfortable for you, obviously you can set it down, just give me that narrow squat, splitting the weight on both sides. But if you can, I want you to try and keep most of your weight on one side. All right, we're going for 8 on each side. So we step back, come center, and do that single leg squat. Good. 2. And if that lunge does not feel good on your knee, you can always make it more of a step back, come together, full squat. Okay. One more. All right, shake out here. We got to hit that other side. We're always going to keep it even. Get your, well, If you were moving the right leg last time, get that left leg planted, switch sides, and step it back, together, down, up. Good. There's 2. So the weight is really pressing firmly into the floor through that front heel. All right, we've got one more, full set. Awesome job. Shake out. Grab a drink quickly. We're going to repeat that on one more time. All right, so this type of workout, you really want to wait that by the end of those couple seconds of here, we start opening up, that really at the end, especially that stabling arm, you feel like it feels real heavy to you at the end. That's how we're going to really get into that muscle. All right, here we go. Grab your curl weight. Great. Lift those wrists right up in line with the elbows. Elbows tucked into your side. One arm goes all the way up, halfway down. Okay. 6 and 7. Other way. Up, halfway down. 6, 7, bottom half now, switch back arms, lower half. All the way to that full extension, 4. Last one. All right, other side, 7, 6. Okay. 3, 2. On this last one, hold them right at the center. Now we open and close. Open, close like you're sliding across the countertop. That's 4, 3, 2. You guys are doing great. And 1. Bring them down. Quick little shakeout. We're not setting them down all the way. All right. Up and down for 7. Final 7. Here we go. Full range. All the way up. All the way down. A little slower on that lower. 3. Slow down. 4. Good. 6. Last one. 7. Good. Shake out. Grab the lighter weight. Take a second here, please. Right into those lateral raises, like we did before. Great. Here we go. Finishing out these shoulders. Lift up. One side. Down and up. Good. Get a nice solid base of support so that you're not rocking with it. Other side. So what we don't want to see is your hips kind of moving with that weight. Tighten the core. 4, 5. Arm is shaking. 6, 7. Good. All right. Roll them around. If you felt that tension in your neck, take a second. Loosen up. We've got 7. Both arms. All the way up, all the way down. Here we go. Lift, lower. 3, 4, 5. Good. 6. You're almost there. Last one. 7. Beautiful. All right, shake out for a second. We're going to give those arms a rest. Going back to your lunge. So a little bit of single leg squat here. Weights, no weights. Whatever your preference, one leg. Great. Here we go. So picking a side, step back, come forward, down, up. Good. Okay, we've got 4 more. Last one. Good. Little shake out. We're going to go after it right into the next one. Here we go. Lunge back. Knees and toes forward, push those hips back, chest stays lifted, and shoulders are down and back. Good. Two more. Last one. Awesome job. Okay, weights down. Take a second here. If your shoulders are really feeling it, this is a great time to take a stretch, take a drink. We're going to keep moving. All right, so this next one, we really got it. We're not quite done with our shoulders, so we did this side. Now we're going to go forward. So raising up about shoulder height, and we'll lower, lift for 7, and then we'll hit the other side. We'll take a second, and then we'll do both, just like we did the other ones. All right, so stick with that lighter weight probably. Now, a big thing here, especially if you start to fatigue, you kind of want to rock. So if you feel yourself do that, take a staggered stance. I prefer just a little wider support, and if you tuck that tailbone under a little, hit the contraction in the abs and really hold steady. All right, we're going to take all rock out of this. So deep breath. Good. Arms up. One side come down and up. For 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. Other arm. 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Bring them down. Breath. Just recover. Make the oxygen kind of hit those muscles. All right. 7 with both. Here we go. Both forward. Release. Last one. 7. Good job. Okay, you may want to go heavier here. We're going to work the legs, bigger muscle group. All we have here is kind of our traditional squats, and where you put those weights is totally up to you. If you like them at your shoulder, at your side, either way is fine because they're just being held for resistance. No upper body work. So we come down as you stand up, roll onto onto the toes in a calf raise. So hips back, knees and toes stay forward. Come up first to my stance and then roll up. All right, we're transferring that weight because as you sit back, it should be in the heels. So we come forward onto the toes. Then make sure you put your weight back in the heels as you squat. All right, that's where that balance comes in. Here we go for 10. Here we go. Squat, lift high. Good. I want you to break it up. Try and hold that at the top just for a second. So we're not just kind of getting right here. Good. Slow down enough to feel that contraction. Okay, give me 2 more. All right, on this next one, you can go 2 ways, you can go 1 way. We're going to step it out into a lateral lunge. Come back center, give me that upright row. Then we'll take it to the other side. Every time you come center, upright row. So it's like, I always say, like pulling up your pants, just very extra high up to your chin. Elbows high, weight stay close to the body. All right, here we go. So step out, push center. That's your big power move, as you really have to push off that foot to come back to the middle. Now, if you feel too unstable with that big stepping out, you can always just keep a wide stance. Keep your feet set and just take it side to side. Taking that step, really adding in that power back to the top. Good. Maybe one more each way. All right, set it down. So here's our last one. I want to show you so you can decide what kind of weight. We're gonna hinge, row, narrow, so almost close to the body, driving up and back, come down, row wide, stand up tall. All right, so it's down, narrow, wide, elbows out to the side, up high, stand. Okay, as you stand, again, it doesn't come from thinking lift the chest or lift the shoulders. I want you to drive those hips forward into the standing position. Squeeze the glutes and the hamstrings to come up tall. Here we go. Right. Hinge, narrow row, take it wide, stand up and reset. Good. Down, narrow, wide, reset. Every time we reset, get those shoulders roll down and back. Keep it in line with the rest of the body. So if you feel those shoulders start to fatigue and they start sagging, what that does is round your back. And you don't want that at all. So push that elbow back. Lock in those shoulder blades. At the body. Good. We've got two more. One more really good set right here. Back, out, and awesome. All right, end of that first round. So grab a drink if you want it. Towel off if you need. All right, we gotta hit those one more time, starting with that front raise. How are we feeling? Okay, it's really today it's about that slow and controlled strength movement. Time under tension is gonna really get into that muscular endurance, okay, and stability, which is so important for all of us. Here we go. Deep breath. All right, lift up, shoulder height, drop one. 4, 5, 6, step right into the other side. 7, 6, take that swing out of it. Don't be tempted to go there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring them down. Really short little rest here. Here we go. Both for 7. Up and down. Keep those palms facing each other. That hammer style raise. 4. That means more than halfway. 5, 6. Core tight, no rocking on this last one. Beautiful. All right, well done. Into our squat to calf raise. Time to switch out those weights. All right, here we go. Feet about shoulder width apart. Get the hips back and raise up on the toes as we stand. Down, up. Good. We're here for 10. Those knees in line with the toes. There's always some temptation to want to come in or maybe even go out. But I want you to keep them nice and straight. Give me 2 more. Very good. All right. Get to the breath. Here we go. We're going to take it right into that lateral lunge. We're really working through these. We'll get extra rest at the end of the circuit. So stepping out to your right, weights frame the knee, push center, lift high. Good. Good. 2 more each way. 4 total. Good. 2 more. All right, last move here. Hinge, narrow row to wide row, right? yourself a nice and stable base. All right, push those hips back. Shoulders wide. Stand and reset. Good. Down. 1, 2. And now your chest should really be folding over the floor, which means our gaze goes with it. So we're looking about a foot and a half in front of our shoes. As we stand up, neck always follows the spine. Keep that perfect alignment all the way through the move. 3 more. Good. And 2. Down. 0. Wide. Stand tall. Last one. Don't rush it. Beautiful job. Waist down. Grab a drink. Or stretch. All right, so this next circuit, we're coming down onto our mat. And I want you to make sure then that you will want probably your lighter weight to start. Maybe even just putting those weights on the side. Access to nothing too high though, because we will go into our chest press. So as we come out wide, I don't want your elbows hitting your water bottle or your weights. So this first move, is going to be our tricep move. It's for your skull crushers. So if anyone, even if you're at home, if you don't have the space, if you need a standing option, just take that overhead tricep extension. Wrists are right above the shoulders. Now, 2 options here. You can keep that stabilizing that isometric hold in the straight arm and hinge here. Or if you want to take a challenge, make it a little more difficult, you're going to hold that isometric hold right at a 90-degree angle, and then the other one comes to match it and lifts back up. All right, now if you have any feeling that you're going to drop this on yourself, please don't hold it there. But that will just hold a little deeper into a contraction than the straight arm. All right, so go ahead. If you're going to hinge, take that hinge. If you're not, hold it straight up. One arm extends and hinges for 7, up, down. Good. If you've got that hinge in the other arm, I want you to try and keep the elbow right over the shoulder and the wrist in line with the elbow. Good. Give me 1 more. And then switch arms. The other arm extends and bends. So it will actually be a lot easier if in that folded arm, that isometric hold, you bring that weight down by your shoulder. Then you're just at rest. That's why we got to keep that wrist in line with the elbow. 1 more. Good. Both arms come up. Now we both go down and up for 7. Both arms down. Up. Good. 6. 5. 4. Those elbows right above the shoulders. 2. 1. Hold at the top if you can. Turn those palms towards the feet. Holding that left arm still, I want you to take right arm out and up. Elbow comes out wide into a chest press, and then right back over the body. 4, 5, 6, good. 7, other side. Down and up. 4, up, 5, 6. Good. Both arms for 7. Down, up. We are almost there. Give me 2 more. I know there's a bonus there. And bring those weights down to your side. Good. Arms should be nice and fiery. I want you to get your feet firmly planted in your mat. You can put your hands at your side. We're going to go right into our hip bridge. So really pressing the heels into the floor. We lift up towards the ceiling. We'll let the hips come back down. Good. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. We get that lift by really squeezing the glutes. Driving the hips forward. Keep your shoulders on the mat and allow your upper body to just take a little bit of rest here. 3, 2, Hold at the top here. All right, if you need to walk the feet any closer, feel free to do so. We're going to take a little march. So knee comes up and down the other side. And we're going to alternate this march. Now, if this is too much with the hips lifted, go ahead, set the hips back on the mat. And you're just kind of tapping that heel, bringing the other knee to the chest. So if you can keep those hips elevated, that is where I want you. Good, we've got 4, 3, get those hips up, 2, and 1. Very good. Good. Lastly here, we're going to get into the inner thighs. So both feet come up. You're going to give me a crisscross open, and we really have to utilize kind of those inner thighs, what we call the adductors, to pull back center. You want a little more of a challenge, you can take these legs a little further away instead of being up so high. Out. Good. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Good. Right here, just reach those arms up overhead. Let the feet go. You can shake it out. Deep breath. Feel the lungs. Good. We're going to do all of that one more time, and then we'll finish with some core work. So grabbing those weights that you started with the skull crushers. And just a really important reminder, when we work the triceps like this, if you're hinging at the shoulder, you're working the shoulder and the lats. So we really want to hold everything from shoulder to elbow in place. That's why I say imagine a bar here, and you hinge over that, but we are not hinging at the shoulder, only at the elbow. All right? So really push those shoulders into the mat. Let them stabilize there because they're not going anywhere. If you want to come down, that step of pull the arm can be in the bend or straight up. We lift up and down, up, down. Good. 3, 5, almost there. 6, 7, switch arms. 7, 9, 6, and keep that wrist in line with the elbow. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both arms to the top and both for 7. Here we go. Down and up. The weights are coming right to the side of your head. 4, 5, almost there. 6, 7. Hold them at the top. Turn those palms towards your feet. Right arm drops to the side. Chest press and up. Hold that left arm right above the body if you can. Good. 5, 6, 7. Switch sides. Down and up with the left. 4. 5. Last one. Now both arms for 7. Down, up. You're almost there. You guys are doing great. 4, 5. 2 more. And last one. Good. Let those weights come down. Awesome job. All right, we're going to get right into our bridge. So hips lift up and lower. Press up and lower. You should be able to wiggle those toes because we're really pressing for the heels here. All right, on this next one, hold at the top. If you need to move your legs back in at all, go ahead and do that. And we march it out. Knee comes towards the chest. Keep that bend in the knee. Leg. Good. So not only do we have the glutes fired up here, we're really starting to dig into those lower abdominals as we raise the leg. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1 lower. Good. One more move. Legs come up towards the ceiling. Good, pressing your lower back into the mat here. Crisscross, open wide. Last one. Excellent. All right. We are sitting on our mat. You can roll up, grab a drink. We've got one more small little circuit here. And we'll be flipping over to our plank to start. So again, and this time you're going to want to make sure that by your feet, because we're going to tap out kind of those modified plank jacks. So make sure there's nothing down by your legs, because you will give me that side tap, even if you're in the modified version, whether you're on a tabletop position or modified plank where you'll step to the side. So just make sure there's nothing there. So we're all ready for that. All right, now first, all we're gonna do is just get into our best plank, hold there. Preferably that forearm plank, but if that's uncomfortable for you, whether your knees, toes, hands, forearm, I just want you to show me your very best plank. We'll come down and just hold. Good, so either the wrists or the elbows are right underneath the shoulders. We've got the tailbone tucked under slightly, core contracted, nice straight line through the body. We're gonna start taking those taps to the side in 3, 2, 1. So you just tap, come back center, tap, come back center. Like I said, even if you're at all fours, tap to the side, squeeze and loop. Center, or you can be a little more shifted forward, that modified plank, tap out, come in. Good, almost there. Give me one more each side. Good, just come onto your belly for this next one. From here, we're gonna go into our Superman, Superwoman, Super People. Here we go. You just lift up like you're flying, come back down. Now, if that's too much, I want you to just take one arm at a time. You can lift right arm, come down, lift left arm. It's just a lift and lower, raise and lower. I want you to be intentional about firing up that whole posterior case. So upper shoulders and back, lower back, squeeze the glutes, even those hamstrings in the back of the leg. Good. We have 3, 2, 1. Very good. All right, we're rolling onto our side. This is it right here. We're gonna hit each side when we come back to them. So from here, and you can either be elevated kind of on that forearm, or you are more than welcome to come all the way down. It's whatever is comfortable for you. I just need that top leg straight and the foot flex. Your toe is gonna stay pointing forward, okay? So we just lift and lower. Now it's important that toe stays forward, because I don't want you to just put it in the hip flexor. We're gonna keep it on the side of the glute. So really kind of rotate that hip in. Good. 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna add that knee. So you just bring elbow to knee, big reach, like you're grabbing something over there, pulling it up. Now again, like for me, this is more comfortable on my forearm, but it's totally up to you. 3 more. 3, 2. Squeeze those obliques. 1. Good. Stack the leg. We're going to bring the knees slightly forward. Okay. Keep your toes together here, especially that big toe and your heel. And we're just going to open and close. This is your clamshell. So kind of tucking them in a little more of a bend. We're just finishing out with the side of the glutes, the sides of the abs. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we're going to do that same thing on the other side. So if you prefer to roll over and just listen as I call it out, that's fine. I'm going to stay where I can see you. So this first one, top leg is straight, foot is flexed, lift, lower. It's not big. I can get a lot higher if I turn out here, but then again, that's not in the glute. Don't worry about how high the leg goes. Just keep that toe forward. You should feel your rib cage kind of come in to greet your hip. And we want that because we're getting into those obliques right there on the sides of the abs. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now reach and pull. So that knee is coming forward a little. We've got 4, 3, big stretch, 2, 1. Okay, stack them in front. So knees are forward slightly. Get those toes lined up, open and close. Got 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll just come onto your back from here. Well, then I want you to pull both of those knees into your chest. Just take a little rock. All right, let the left leg fall to the floor. Right leg move up to the ceiling. Good. Bring that leg. You're going to connect that ankle right in front of the other knee. This is our figure 4. Pull that in after those clamshells, leg lift. This should feel great on kind of the outer hip there. Good. Let that left leg fall back to the floor. This time, arms come out wide, and right leg goes across the body. Big torso rotation. Good. Come back center. Pull that right knee into the chest one more time. And then I want you to switch. Left knee comes into the chest. Really tap it in. Try and press that right heel into the floor. Bring it all the way down. And then let's extend. Left leg goes up towards the ceiling. With every breath you take, you want to think, inhale, lengthen, reach that foot up, and then exhale, bring it a little closer to the body. Lengthen, stretch. Good. Connect into your figure 4 from here. Ankle connects to the knee. Just bring that in until you feel the perfect amount of stretch for you. Let's let that right leg fall, left leg comes across the body. Nice and slow, be gentle with yourself. Coming back center, we're just going to either you can rock up or if you prefer to kind of come in a fetal position, we're going to come to a seated position now. From here, you can take those legs out, however is comfortable for you. If you like them in front, hold it. I just want you to take a big deep breath. One arm come up and over, side bend. Good. And down, other arm. Feel that all the way to the hips. All right, here I want you to walk those arms back, kind of pulling them together. And then I want you to lift the chin, open the chest. So really widening the chest. Bring those arms together behind you. Breath in, and exhale. Good. Walk those hands forward. Kind of putting them at your knees, even if your legs are straight. And I want you to tuck the chin around the back, just kind of leaning back. Good. Coming up, let's take one arm across. And other side. Good. And that is your workout for this morning. Thank you for joining me. I hope you guys all have a great weekend. It was great seeing you. Stay warm.